Salut ma belle. Today I'm going to show you some shoes and why I'm buying them. So this one, I think you know it. It's our shoes. You pick the color and I've picked the shoes. So why this one? Well, first it's quite lightweight shoes. I don't know, I'm not sure about, it's probably between 7 and 8 O's. I don't know if that's how to pronounce the unit, I just know it because I read it on website. So it's probably around 220 grams, something like that. Regular shoes are more like 300 or 10, 11 O's. So that's quite lightweight, that's quite flat too. The heel, the difference between the heel here and the front of the shoes is 4 millimeters only, so it's almost flat. Most shoes are more than this because you need to have a lot of cushioning here, because most people are running like this and then boom, and that's not the greatest idea because then your leg is stiff like this, and that's giving plenty of shocks on the knee. So even if you have some gel or whatever technology in the shoes, it's going to damage your joints, and that's what happened to my knee. So with this kind of shoes you have less heel, so the idea is to put your feet like this on the ground and then boom, boom. So you are using the natural flexibility of your joints to take the shocks and absorb them. So that's why I picked this one, and also because it's quite flexible, as you can see. So you have to pay attention not to run on small rocks. Well, that's the first shoes. Our Kinvara. Nice shoes. Another favorite. Ta-dam! Skechers Go Run. So this one is almost similar, except that this time there is virtually no heel here, as you can see. This shoes is a bit unusual. And on this one, if you try to run like this, then you're in trouble because there is almost nothing here. So you really have to run like this on the middle of the shoes. And it's lightweight, it's flexible, it's really easy, as you can see, to curve the shoes. And as you can see also, it's extremely flexible. There is almost no support around the feet, but it should not be necessary. So that's another favorite. This one not for very fast running, but for casual, easy running, it's amazing. Even more amazing, that's maybe my all-time favorite. That's another shoe from Skechers, and this one is called Go Bionic. Bionic because it's made to be a bit similar as the foot. That's what they call pods, as you can see. Boom, 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 many pods, and they are almost independent from each other, which make these shoes just crazily flexible. And this one is flat, which means that the difference between the heel here and the middle of the shoes here is 0. So it's just flat, as if you had almost no shoes, except that there is a bit of cushioning here. So that's maybe my favorite, because when you walk on this one, it's not like walking with bare feet, but it's quite similar. It's really nice, but I'm not running a lot with them, because then the less heel you have, the more your Achilles tendon is going to be stretched and pulled. So when you have been running for, I don't know, 20 years with regular shoes, your calves and tendons are a bit lazy, they are not used to the work, so I have to be careful. So this one is only for short runs and fast runs, but I'm using it a lot to walk because it's crazily comfortable. And the latest addition, you saw them already. I'm back to use Nike shoes. It's been a long time. So those ones are called Nike Free, as you can probably see it here. Nike Free 5.0 Breathe. Why do they call them free? It's because of the sole. As you can see, it's also extremely flexible, and it's even carrying plenty of stones and stuffs. So I guess you understand why I picked this one. It's a bit more shoes than the other one. I cannot make them flex as easily, even if it's not bad. It's a bit heavier, it's a bit bigger. The difference is 8 millimeters. So they are not really like flat, but as my tendons are complaining a bit, I'm giving them a little bit of rest with those shoes. And also, as you can see, there are stuff like this. It's probably not very useful, it's probably just to look good, and these shoes look quite nice, true. So, but that's probably not necessary. Well, it's Nike, it's not those other brands which are more specialized, but the shoes is not bad. And I don't know if you know it, but Nike, most people in France are going to say, they're not going to say Nike first, they're going to say Nike. I'm not sure how you say it, if it's Nike or Nike, but if you pronounce it really the French way, just Nike, then you are going not to say Nike because E is not pronounced and O is not pronounced, so it's going to be Nick. And Nick in French, it means basically to shag or to fuck. So that's an insult, like Nick ta mère, which means fuck your mother. That's a quite common insult here. So that's it for the joke about Nike. I have no idea if this video about shoes was interesting, but I'm sure I can probably shoot some more if you're okay to learn about why I'm buying all those wonderful running shoes. Kisses ma belle, bye bye.